So first thing we're going to do is grab our SD card. This is a 32 gig I got from the folks over at Rabbit Labs. Those guys are awesome. And yeah, you don't need a huge one. Like, don't get a 256. You just don't need that. I found the 32s are the cheapest ones. So whatever you got, it's cool. And then grab a USB adapter because we're going to go ahead and plug this into our computer and install Raspberry Pi OS. All right, so let's hop on down to the desktop and take a look at it. So the first thing we're going to need to do is install Raspberry Pi Imager. So we're at raspberrypi.com/software, and you can go ahead and download for Windows. I already have it for obvious reasons. So let's load that up. Raspberry Pi Imager, let it load. And here we go. And then make sure you take your SD card and plug it into your computer. And we're plugged in. It says you need to format the disk. That's just because it's already got, I can't remember it's Bjorn. I can't remember what's on here, but that's what we're doing with it right now. So we can go ahead and just click cancel there. No big deal. So what we're going to do is choose our device. It should pop up right here. This is our Raspberry Pi 02 that we're going to use right now. You can use one, you can use whatever, but just make sure you have the right one selected. If you have a Raspberry Pi 0, the normal one, just select right there. Couldn't be easier. I'm going to go back to 2 because that's what we're using. Bam. Choose our OS. So we actually want to run the 32-bit version, but we want to run the light version. So we're actually going to click Other and then go to 32-bit. And with, here's 32-bit light with no desktop environment. Very important. Run that one. Also, make sure it's 24/10/22. That's the date for it. That's what it's currently built on for Bjorn. This may change in the future, just as a heads up. As long as it's Debian Bookworm Light, you're good to go. Here we go. Choose storage. And we're going to choose the USB device we just plugged in. Make sure you don't put stuff on the wrong device. I mean, be careful. You don't want to overwrite like your media drive, putting Raspberry Pi OS on it. That'd be crazy. All right, click that and just go to next. So we're going to go ahead and edit some settings right now because this is important. So we'll go to edit settings, and then you want to set the host name to Bjorn because it's going to load bjorn.local. I have had some issues running bjorn.local, and a lot of times I'll just use the IP address, which makes things a little bit easier if bjorn.local isn't working. We'll get to that again in a second. I set the username to Bjorn. The password is also Bjorn. You can use any password you want to, but I figure this is an internal testing thing, so I can set the username and the password to Bjorn. Won't matter. Set up your own LAN. So you want to set up your own access point name because it needs to test your own network. So again, make sure you enter in the correct SSID and password for your network. Go ahead and click on services. I always enable SSH. I find it a lot easier to, use it when you're on SSH. So definitely enable that if you want to do it the same way I do. If you go into options, I don't need anything else. Going to click on save. And then you're going to just click on yes here. Don't click no clear. Don't click that. Click yes. Do you want to continue? Of course. So this is going to sit there. It takes a few minutes and it's going to go through and actually confirm that everything's installed right. So sit around, wait for it, but we're almost there.